É, faz favor aí. Dá pra gente descer desse bagulho? Quero andar. Ah, então vai, vamos balançar mais rápido que nós pode, vai, pra você quebrar outra perna, vamos. A peripécia. Ai, mano, como é que você... O que eu tenho que fazer aqui, gente? Pelo amor de Deus. Pula, criança. Descer? Oh, meu pai amado, desce daí, moleque. Ei, qual a brisa, mano? Aí tá começando a aparecer um bagulho ali, ó. Vou fazer uma palavra. Ah,
At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I
nossa, ele
think
vai cair lá
Calvin
no bagulho.
always wanted to fly.
Vai cair lá no mar.
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that,
Calvin, I'm not gonna tell you again.
maybe if the wind hadn't picked up, then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it.
Que da
I
hora.
think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother. The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Caraca, mano, que doideira. Pior que eu já tentei fazer isso também. Eu era criança.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Quem nunca, né?
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Nossa, olha só. Borboleta.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
E tinha mais alguma coisa pra cá, gente. Aqui, ó.
Growing
Bárbara.
up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Chewbacca. Barb Street. Nossa.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards. Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
O que é uma melodia que conta o pilote da família mais aventurada. Fim surpresa de Barbara Finch.
I'm calling it the surprise ending of Barbara Finch.
Da hora.
As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up, a has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback.
Walter é o que eu vi agora. Eu acho.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Que brisa, mano.
She found Rick's scratch and imagined to young Barbara. At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent.
Nossa, que...
She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard. But that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real ear.
Ô, louco. Lixos.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Que doideira. Bom, ok. A gente viu a Bárbara. Agora dá pra sair por aqui? Ah, não tá lacrada. Mano, que doideira. Eles lacram todas as portas. Quando o
I guess
pessoal
now I
morre.
know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
É, faz sentido, né? Beleza, Bárbara.
Mom
Ah,
must have
percebi
locked
que-
the third floor stairs on the night we left.
Tá.
It's funny. All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key.
Opa. Ah, aqui foi de onde eu vim, né? Comecei aqui, ó. Patifaria. Então, pera aí. Acho que é no andar de baixo, rapaziada. Aqui, ó. Bom é que a casa continua exatamente igual, né? Também não faria sentido se mudasse, tá ligado? É, Rose Red. Na music box aqui. Qual será o segredo da família Finch, hein, mano? Que foi onde a Bárbara veio.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
É, só tem coisa velha aqui mesmo, hein, mano.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages. thought maybe she was hiding presents.
Tá algum corpo aqui.
It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that. I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. If there's a pattern in all these stories,
Padrão?
I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Agora é o Walter.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive the week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly.
Quase amistoso.
And then one day, everything just stopped.
O dia que você
Whatever
morreu,
that
Walter?
thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave. Well, I still can.
O que aconteceu com você, Walter? Ela passou pra lá, aqui.
I know it's out there, somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara and Molly.
O que matou as duas além da maldição?
Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left, or a month, or a single week. I'd be happy with one more day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
E dá-lhe trenzinho. Morri em 2005.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Aí, Waltinha. O que aconteceu, hein, meu amigo? Será que tem um buraco aqui? Cadê aquela escotilha que a gente viu?
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
Aqui.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like
Mano, olha
Walter.
o tanto de livro, velho.
But if she never told me about an uncle under the house,
O
I
tio
can
que mora
only
no
imagine
porão.
what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made.
O chão dele aqui.
Trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe two,
Ou
I thought it
talvez
was time I heard
dois.
the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
Faz sentido, hein?
I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me. But I thought you should know about your family. And the history you're a part of. Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
Eu não tô perdido não, tô suave.
I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
Dá uma pausa aqui rapidão, gente, pera aí. Legal esse jogo, hein, mano. Bora. Let's play, let's play. Jogo interessante a historinha, hein, mano. Gostando
When you
bastante.
look at the house, had that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness. Any of it seems possible.
É, mano, quanto mais você projeta o bagulho na tua mente, mais ele se torna real, né, mano? Isso é realidade. Deixa
I
eu ver o
think
que tem
we've
aqui.
been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Uma família que não bate muito bem, não. Na cabeça.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Caraca, tudo de bichinho.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Coisinha, né? Calme. Olha o gato.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea.